Good morning, YouTube. This is CJ, and I wanted to share with you a project that I've been working on. I've made this many different times, and I thought to myself, I don't think I've ever made a video on the use of a can, like a pop can. So let me go ahead and show you what's going on here. I really love the idea of reusing and repurposing different items. This is something in which in our area we have to separate things such as tin cans, aluminum, paper, glass, and then any of the waste has its own type of way of going to, like the dump or what have you. So let me go ahead and show you this project real quick. First of all, I've just taken, this is an empty soda can, and basically you want one that is very thin. You know, you can push on it real easy with your thumb. And then I'm using a serrated blade, knife, pliers, nail file, and scissors. Okay. What I normally do when I start this project is I'll take the can, and to create a hole I'll start with sawing action with my scissors on both ends. Okay, and you want to get above this curved area, because as long as you're above that, it'll pretty much straighten out when you lay it flat. Okay, if you don't get there, you can always trim it. When I get to about this point, I can take and put my scissors inside there and finish cutting it. At that point, I'm going to have something that looks like this. Now, let's back up about 2-3 steps and say, I would strongly suggest, excuse me, first of all, I would strongly suggest that you wear some kind of gloves. This is just an aluminum can, but I'm here to tell you it can cut you. If you have a little one, a child that enjoys doing this different types of projects, I would suggest that you stay right there with them and help them. This is not something that a real small child would be advised to do. So let's go ahead from there. Alright, I've cut the bottom off, and this is what it looks like when it's cut off. I've cut the top off, and you can just set those aside. At this point, you can see it's real flexible, but when I cut it, I did not cut below that rim. You see that rim right in there? So it's not going to lay flat no matter what I do. So the big thing to do here now, or best thing to do here, is just cut right on that rim so that it will lay flat. Once I've got that achieved, I'll take just a nail file, doesn't have to be anything special, and just kind of rough up this area. I'm not necessarily trying to remove the paint. I want to rough it up though, so that when I apply gesso and paint, that it will stick to it. Okay? After that, what you can do is you're going to have a flat piece, just a flat piece in which you can run through, let's see, either like one of your crickets or a cuddle bug, or you could even use a rolling pin to flatten it out. Once you have a flat piece, it's like having, you know, a blank canvas. You can do so much with it. In this case, what I did was I took one of my embossing folders like this, and I put the piece inside like so, ran it through the Cuttlebug, and when it came out with this impression on there. Now, this has been painted black because normally your inside is just going to be the plain aluminum. Okay, painted this black. On the other side, I used several different colors, and this was acrylic paint. Punched a hole at the top, and now I've got a tag. Now this is only one idea as far as what you could make. I've seen some people punch out different pieces with their Cuttlebug using your different die cuts, and you could make a lot of different things from this. Now, at this point, since I've got this painted, acrylic paint is pretty tough stuff. It will last a long time, but it will also scratch. So you can heat set this. A lot of times you can just stick it in the oven for a few minutes just to heat set it. Or I know a lot of people that will go ahead and just excuse me, apply a clear coat to it. There are a lot of different mediums in which you could use. I just use a spray clear coat on here, and it works just fine. You can see the hole in here, and you can see the rounded edges. Once you get your shape done, you can always take your file again, and I just used a corner punch here, but I also wanted to go ahead and take any rough areas off. Okay, at this point it's not going to cut me. It's safe to use. So here we go. This is the tag that was made using an aluminum pop can, and this being the bottom could be made into a lot of different things. I haven't decided just what yet, but it's got a lot of possibilities. Even if I just put paint in there like a small palette, you can see I could bend this down and see what else I want to do with it. So this is another project that I'll be working on. Alright, I hope you liked the video, and we'll catch you all later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.